In this video, I'm going to go over the VoxelMaker slicer that you get with your VoxLab printers, and in my opinion, is better to use with these printers than like Cura. And just personally, I have not gotten as good of prints from Cura as I've gotten from VoxelMaker. So, and it's simple and easy to use. There's no confusion about it. So I'm just going to go over um, the slicer and show you how to use it. So um, first thing we'll do is go over to the top. This is your menu system. You have File, Edit, Print, View, Tools, and Help. To delete a model off your bed, you need to come up here or just press the delete button. First thing we're going to do is make sure we have the correct machine type selected. So you can come in here and change it to whatever machine, Aquila X2, or in my case, the Aquila Pro. Now, once you have chosen Aquila Pro, it can connect to your network wirelessly, and you can print wirelessly. So you can either connect it right now or later on when you go to slice. So I'll just connect it now. It comes up with this option to connect machine. Your two options are automatic and Wi-Fi Ethernet. If you don't see your printer here, rescan, or you might need to restart your printer and restart your VoxelMaker. So I'll go ahead and just connect right now. And as you can see, I'm connected and the printer's ready to go. It actually just finished up a print, so it's in the process of cooling off. Alright, now before we can do anything, we need to load an object. So let's go get a Benchy, and it'll open it up. It comes up with this error that it has some errors, so you just repair it and it'll be fine. Starting on the left side, we have View. To click on any one of these, if this window isn't open, so to click on it once, it turns it red. Click on it again, it opens it up. Once this is open, you can just click on any one of these and the windows will open. So we'll start with View. You just have several different views here of how you want to look at your model. You can also just reset it to the standard view, which I just do. You can also move the model around with your left mouse button. You can move it more towards the center of the screen. Your right mouse button you can rotate, and your mouse wheel you can move in and out. So I'll just hit reset and it resets the view to the stock view. Okay, moving the model is fairly easy. You can just grab it and move it to wherever you want. You can see up here that the coordinates changed as you were moving your model around. So one option is you can just change the number in here. You can scroll up, down, whatever you want. Or you can just type in a new number and hit tab and it'll move it over to that location. Okay, also on here, let's say you have a model that for some reason is up in the air and is not on the platform. You can see it's not on the platform. Just press this button on platform and it'll put it back down, and then hit the center button and it'll put it back in the center if it wasn't already. Okay, the rotate button, you can rotate using the three different color wheels, blue, green, and red. Right up here in the corner, this is your origin, and it also shows you the axis direction, and this is important for rotation because the rotation rotates the model through the axis. So if you want to rotate it, let's say you want the bow to face towards the front of the printer, so then we want to rotate it on the Z axis because it's going to rotate it around this way and it goes right through the Z axis. So we'll just hit -90 and it rotates it. Now I don't know why -90 is that way when I would think going clockwise would be the correct way to go, but you can also just rotate it using this box and using the arrows, or you can just type a number into it, -25, hit enter, and it rotates it. Okay, the surface to platform option, if you want a specific edge on the bottom on the build plate, then you just double click that edge. So I've double clicked the top of the stack and it's now put the stack on the bed. Okay, so we're going to leave the print like this, so we can, when we get into supports, we'll need this. So scaling is the next option. Like everything else, all the other slicers you can scale uniformly, which means if you change one setting, you change them all. Okay. You can also reset it and also make it the maximum size it'll go. Alright, you can see a little tiny bit poke through, and that's not going to print, but you could rotate this model a little bit more to get it to print if you wanted to. You can reset it, and you can type in numbers. If you uncheck uniform scaling, you can scale just one axis however you want. Okay, so let's reset it. Okay, the cut option. Now the cut option works in conjunction with your view. So there's several ways to cut the model. You can either draw a line with a mouse, which is just like that, or you can cut through a plane. Okay. Then you have this, or you can, then once you have their plane, then you can change the position of the cut. Okay. Now if you hit start cut, it's going to cut and it'll separate the two pieces. Okay, let me undo that. Control Z, select the model again. If you keep the parts in place and then cut, okay, it'll keep the parts in place, but you'll have two separate parts. So let's undo that. We need one part. Alright, now we're going to go through the support options. So I'll click on supports, and first thing you want to do is go to support options and choose which kind of supports you want. Do you want linear or tree-like? So, and you choose what the threshold is, the size. They each have different settings, so you can change those settings however you want. Touching build plate only, or if you want supports on the model as well. So right now let's leave it on touching build plate only, or touch platform only, and we'll do some linear supports. I'll hit OK, and then you got to go to auto supports. Okay, so it's generated supports. You can see all the supports it's generated. You can see a ton of supports under there, right? Okay, over here on the left side you have add and delete. So you can delete some supports. So if you, let's say you only want to support the outside, you just start clicking on these to get rid of them. It'll take forever. You just delete them, you know, as fast as you can, whatever, or just clear supports. It'll get rid of them all. Okay. Now to add supports when you're in linear, it's easy. Once you get over here to the model, the support automatically shows up, and you just move your mouse around to wherever you want your support, and then just click one time. It puts a support, and then another support becomes available. So you can do some custom supports however you want. Alright, let's go to tree supports. Okay, again, we're touching platform only. Hit OK, and then click auto supports. It'll now generate supports, and this is what it generates. So you can see it did a fairly good job. The thing about the supports in this software is it's not 100%. It's not going to get everything that requires supports. Like you see how it didn't get up in here. Let me show you another way. Let's rotate this back to the put it back on this like it should. Okay, then go back into supports. Let's do auto supports. Okay, so we did build in touch plate only, or build on touch platform only. I keep getting mixed that up. So let's deselect it. Let's stick with tree-like, and then auto supports. It'll delete the old supports and add new supports. Alright, now see, this is what I'm talking about. So it put supports on 3 sides of this canopy for the bridge, but it did not put any supports on the front side. So I mean, I think the front side, the lip is the same as the other side, so I don't know why it wouldn't do that. Okay, so we're going to take the opportunity to add some supports here. We'll add in the front. Okay, what you do is you want to click on the location where you want the model, click and hold, and the only way it's difficult to get it. See how it's red? You want to do it when it's green and then let go. So you click and hold. Okay, so it can tie into that model, that support right there. So you can add supports wherever you want. Well, not wherever you want, because it's not going, some spots it's not going to let you do it. It's just really finicky and not very intuitive when doing tree supports. Okay, but when we do the linear and we do it everywhere, okay, this is what we get. You can see how it did the linear supports all around the platform and the canopy, the top of the canopy. It's inside the bridge. Let's delete a couple so you can see inside there. So you can see it's got a bunch in there. Okay. So, but this model is made to not print with support, so we don't need that. But I just wanted to show you the support function and how it works.